Hello and welcome, Gemini, to your general weekly zodiac tarot reading for the week of July 25th through July 31st, 2021. Welcome to Moon Kitty Tarot. I'm Moon Kitty. Just a few things to note before we get started. This is a general reading. Please make sure you check your sun, moon, and rising sign videos to get a complete picture of your week. And also there might be a message in one of those videos that resonates with you more than this one. If this does resonate with you, please make sure you let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you would like to set up a Kundalini Reiki healing session, a private oracle or tarot reading with me, you can do so. In the description box is the link to set that up, as well as my social media links. I will never reach out to you to ask you to set up a private reading with me or to send me money. Those are spammers, scammers, and trolls that do that, and I don't want you to fall victim. So everything is listed in the description box below this video. The tarot deck that I'm working with this week is Cyril Marchetti's Gilded Tarot Royale. I also have his miniature deck that I will pull if I need clarification on any cards for you. I really enjoyed using the affirmation message decks last week, so I will continue that throughout this week. And I do have two new decks that I will be working with that are affirmation decks by Lucy Cavendish, and in addition to the two that I used last week. I have already pulled 10 cards for you for the week of July 25th, Gemini. So let's get started. All right, so the general energies for your week, Gemini, is the Nine of Swords, and I think this is just a continuation of maybe some difficulties that you've been having. This is kind of like the card of nightmares, as it were, not to scare you, Gemini, but I do feel like if you've been going through a difficult time lately, that might continue through to the week of July 5th, excuse me. And I just want you to be aware of that. The card that is crossing you, or the energies that is crossing you for this week, is the Judgment card. I feel like that one of the things that I love about the Judgment card is that it has an angelic figure that is calling to the shadow figures that are dancing around. I say shadow because in here they're not actual figurines. They're just like little blips of a shadow. The angel is playing music to attract the shadow figures to happier times and, dancing. So I feel like what you can stave off that negative Nine of Swords card if you spend some time in prayer or meditation and listening to your intuition, listening to higher power, whether that's God, universe, deity, divine energy, whatever you want to call it, in addition to your angels or spirit guides, again, whatever you work with and whatever you want to call it, that you can change that Nine of Swords energy to be a happier one. So spending time in reflection can help change the energies for you for the week. So what is below you for the week is the Magician. And one of the things that stands out to me in this card is the infinity symbol in green. The Magician is about being in one's own power, having faith in oneself and in one's own power, and knowing that in the grand scheme of things, this life is short. It's but a sprinkle of rain in the grand ocean of time, as it were. He's an alchemist, so he's constantly changing things, changing how if he doesn't like a situation or an outcome, he works to change it to be better for himself. So again, spending time in prayer and meditation, I think you'll be guided to how to change that Nine of Swords energy, so that you can be the alchemist yourself. So the card that is crowning you for the week is the Nine of Cups. Again, using your alchemy to change the outcome of the energies that are surrounding you, Gemini, for the week of July 25th generally. Also, he's celebrating, he's happy, he's got 8 cups around him, he's got one in his hand, and he's toasting. He's happy. So you have the option to change that Nine of Swords. I always view the Gemini as being dual. There's a duality to Gemini, and you have that option to be the happier side of the Gemini than just being in a depression and sad or angry all the time. So in the past, this card is your past 6 to 12 months. This is the Five of Wands. I do feel like maybe you've been trying to work with some people, or maybe you've been goofing around with some people, and now's the time to get serious. I don't know why that just popped into my head, but that's what I'm getting, is like, if you've been gaming or goofing around or not taking things seriously, you've got to change that for the week of July 25th. Gemini, you need to get focused. You need to swap to the other half of what you are as a Gemini. The next card I'm getting is the Four of Swords. Or the next card we have is the Four of Swords, excuse me. This is a knight who's on a bed, and down here he has a sword, and then up here, like almost like a crest, he has 3 more swords. And this could be the potential of changing that Nine of Swords into the Four of Swords. Just let me get my book real quick, because I want to make sure I'm saying this right. Yeah. So my book says that the Four of Swords is time to regroup, meditate, and find your center, recharging your spiritual strength to solve the problem. Yeah, pretty much the exact opposite of that Nine of Swords. Sometimes, I've been reading tarot since 2013, but sometimes I like to use the books that they come with the decks just to confirm the messages that I'm getting. You've already heard the messages that I was getting before I even pulled the book out. So, before I start these videos and I pull these cards, I don't look at the cards before I flip them over and you see them, or I say what they are. So I'm not prepared, quote, prepared, unquote, in that manner. But again, this is just saying that you have the potential to change that Nine of Swords. You have the potential to make your week better. The choice is yours. Honestly, that's the message that I'm getting through this whole thing so far, is that the choice is yours on how your week goes, on what you do and how you act through the week. What you do is going to affect that. So are you going to choose? It wouldn't surprise me if we did get the Two of Swords. I don't know. Again, I have 4 more cards to go through. Haven't looked at them. But if it did show up, it wouldn't surprise me. And I say the Two of Swords, again, with that dual nature of the Gemini. You have the right path or the left path, figuratively, straight path behind you, whatever, whatever you want to call it. There's no, quote, right path. It's just to the right, to the left, okay? So what path are you going to take? The choice is yours. What path are you going to take, Gemini? So the next card has to deal with the next 6 to 12 months. It's actually a really good card to have. It is the Ace of Cups. And as you can see, the moon is going through her phases, from dark or new moon to the full moon, which you can barely see. But it looks like the sun is currently setting in above the cup. But the Ace of Cups is about emotions. All cups are about emotions because they deal with a water sign, and water is equated to emotions. Now, be careful how you deal with your emotions. Don't stick in that depression. Choose to be happy. Choose to look forward to something. Maybe something is a little bit brighter than you realize it is. Again, that choice. And that eye is really catching my own eye. It sees you. You see it. You see how you're acting. Are you going to continue? Are you going to change? That's the message that I'm getting. You have so much power over how your week is going to go for the 25th, Gemini. All right, so your next card, which has to deal with home, family, friends. And again, family does not have to be blood related. It could be your chosen family. I will say that in every video. And it is the Knight of Swords. And if you notice that the Knight is facing this way, he's facing the past, okay? So maybe there's something in the past that you need to ask forgiveness for, or maybe there is something that had happened in the past that made you super happy. So you're want to focusing on that. But if you look at the card, the horse is literally on a very sketchy cliff. And this, I try to read based off the artwork and what intuitive messages that I'm getting. I'm not going to look at the book for this card, but intuitively what I'm getting is be careful you don't take the wrong step. That one false move could send you over that cliff, or that cliff could give out underneath that horse's hoof and then down you go, so just be careful. The knight is ready for adventure, ready to fight. But sometimes we don't need to fight. Sometimes we just need to throw up a shield, let bygones be bygones, and move on, okay? And don't always focus on the past. Focus on the now and prepare for the future. That's the best advice I can give anybody. We can't change the past. We can ask for forgiveness for ourselves and to anyone that we may have wronged or hurt. But we can't change the past. It's already done. We can just make amends. Okay, so the hopes and fears card that you have is the Emperor. And I think that your hope is that you have stability. Again, that option is yours. The choice is yours, Gemini. And I don't often say that for weeks or even in tarot readings, but the choice is yours, how your week goes. That's just the strongest message I'm getting for you, Gemini. The choice is yours. And I don't know why, but I keep repeating it because it keeps coming up stronger and stronger with each card. The choice is yours. If you want to have a stable week, make it happen. If you want chaos, let it happen. But if something is not quite right, if something is chaotic, take a step back and say, whoa, we're not doing that this week. Sorry. My choice is to be stable. Okay. The next card, which is your general outcome card for the week, is the Page of Cups. And if you notice, the Page of Cups is actually looking to the future. He is facing the future. He is not... he's not focused on the past. So that's, again, why I'm bringing that up. Again, the choice is yours. What you focus on and how your week is going to be. The page card. Let's try that again. The page cards generally, to me, always represent being naive. They're a youthful card. They're the page to the knight. Okay, so the book says you are experiencing an emotional situation, one that you probably don't have much experience with. You have the strength of your convictions and present an imperturbable what a word, face to the outside world. The choice is yours. I am surprised that the Two of Wands did not show up, though, because that's the energy, that's the overall energy I'm getting for you, Gemini. Honestly, I think this is a great reading for you, Gemini. I'm kind of jealous. Haven't done my own signs reading yet, and I don't have any Gemini that I'm aware of in my chart, but this is a great reading. Oops, knocking stuff around. So I think the message deck that I'm going to pull for you from is one of my new ones. It's the Dragon Magic deck. And so let's see. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling for you. Some dragon magic. What message do you have for Gemini for the week of July 25th through July 31st, 2021? These cards are so small, it's hard to keep them together. Okay. Dragon allies. We dragons now send you powerful, helpful allies who will stand by your side, help each other, hand to hand, heart to heart, and see your worlds grow strong in love, freedom, and understanding. So again, back to that judgment. You have allies. You have people, sorry, I can't ever hold anything still. You have the ability to call on those spiritual allies to work with you, whether it's dragons, whether it's spirit guides, spirit animals, angels, whatever. Call on them. They're there for you. They will help you anytime you need them, but you have to call on them and ask them for the help. Otherwise, they're not going to do it. They can't. Free will. Okay? All right, Gemini, thank you so much for stopping by and for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to know when I upload next. Please let me know in the comment section below whether this resonated with you or not. And if it did not, please don't forget to check your sun, moon, and rising signs. I hope you have a great week for the week of July 25th, Gemini. And blessed be, and thank you.